So, for the past 5 years, Genshin has established a pattern to their storytelling. They laid out a roadmap for us in the Travails trailer, and we have been following that route up until now. Yesterday, however, during their live stream about Nod Krai, they basically expressed that they felt that we've been going a little too fast on our journey. There was an information gap between the dev's intention with the story and the player's understanding of all the lore. I think that when you play Genshin, it's a bit of an archaeological expedition. You do tend to need to read a lot in order to understand what's going on via the open world with the main story. We have lore and theory crafters to help us out with understanding some of this, which has been great, but it's understandable that there are some casual players who don't have the time to seek out all that information, whether in game or out of game. And as a result, I feel like regions like Natlin were a bit difficult for people to digest. There felt like a big discrepancy between what was presented to us in the earlier parts of the game with where we're ending up now. So I understand that the devs want to bridge that gap. Now, I find that the structure of Genshin has been very reliable and it's very comforting to know what to expect. I'm a person who likes predictability. We enter a new region, we enter an Archon quest, there may be an interlude or Dainsleif quest somewhere in there, we have a bit of filler, and then we move on to the next region. And of course, there is the summer quest that is a bit of a preview or prelude into that new area. But I do hear that this predictability is a bit boring, and some players have complained about the stagnancy of the game. So I respect the devs' decision to listen to feedback and do something about this huge information gap between the devs and the casual player. While watching the livestream yesterday, I think I still had the idea in my mind that Nod Krai would just be another regional update, just an addition to our Travails trailer map. But after more time and consideration, after hearing other lore-focused creators talk about the livestream yesterday, expressing all manner of anticipation, trepidation, and cynicism, I've come to the conclusion that we need to let go of what is familiar. I think they want to try very new and different things. And I want to look at the changes that they have in mind for us with an open mind. I think they're gearing us up for that with this live stream. They don't want to just shock the player base. Of course, whether or not these coming changes will satisfy us will depend on how well they carry out their plans, but their intentions do seem like an important first step that should be acknowledged. Maybe I'm an optimist at heart, but I feel like they've listened to player feedback and want to make an effort to clue in all players to the important lore that supports the upcoming storyline in Snezhnia and Conria. I personally understood there to be sincere passion and dedication to making these decisions to change the structure of the storytelling in-game. So, despite my instinct to rely on what I know from previously set patterns, I'm going to look forward to Nod Krai and the upcoming Song of the Welkin Moon arc in our Teyvat journey with an open mind. Whether there is a summer event that leads us into Nod Krai this year or not, whether Snezhnia comes next September or perhaps way later, whether we forego hangouts for more open-world quests like the Tribal Chronicles or other modes of storytelling like the Anecdotes, I want to see what the devs have in mind and explore the new ways that we'll be engaging with the world of Teyvat. I hope that everything will be at least new and exciting for players, and that overall we will have a better experience of the story when we do finally get to Snezhnia and Conria because of what they're establishing and doing with Nod Krai. What do you guys think?